Hey there, just watched your video about Ouya and I wanted to give my 2 cents about the whole topic. I'm Italian, so I'm sorry about my pronounce. I will try to do my best. Basically, just like you, I was pretty much excited about the idea of this new console coming to the market and giving the opportunity to all the indie developers to have a space where they could kind of work together, hold hands and stuff. But then there were a lot of delays. Tegra 3 is still a very nice GPU, but we've seen already several better options for both the tablet and the smartphone. You're right when you say that actually if you have a tablet with an HDMI port, you can have the same results you would have using an Ouya. Yes, there's the price factor that is kinda good for Ouya, I guess, considering it's only 99 bucks, but I think there is something you're not considering here, or maybe you're not giving it the right importance from my point of view. And it is the fact that there are several kinds of gamers. We have the casual gamers, we have the hardcore gamers, we have people who is actually interested in the market and follows the news, the reviews, the previews, sites, websites. But there are also some kind of players that don't want to bother with finding a gamepad and connecting it to the tablet and start to play with their games on tablet, maybe having to set it up and to work with options and stuff. There are several people, in my opinion, that actually want to just have the system, have it plugged onto their TV, and just turn it on and start playing just like they do with their consoles. Probably the fact that Ouya is based on Android, but still works in a similar way to any console, might help it out with sales. People has always been looking for simple things. People don't want to waste time setting things up, setting buttons, deciding what the button configuration has to be, or checking why their gamepad doesn't actually work with that particular game, compatibility issues and stuff. Ouya is giving you everything you need to play right from the beginning. You're right, they don't have any killer application, because Final Fantasy III has been brought like everywhere. My coffee machine plays Final Fantasy III as well, as a matter of fact. The point is, when they had their Kickstarter campaign, several independent developers actually showed their interest for the console. If they are actually able to provide enough support from those developers in order to have some exclusives, or not necessary exclusives maybe, but even if they were something like temporal exclusives, maybe something that comes out for Ouya first and then moves on to Android, to the Google Store, that would help the machine, I guess. Because the people they're aiming for, in my opinion, are not the hardcore gamers, are not the casual gamers that actually just want to have something to touch with their finger. That sounded like wrong, but it's not that kind of people they are aiming to. Also, they already said that it is in their intention to release a new and updated version of Ouya every time there's a major upgrade regarding mobile GPUs. They already said that they are actually working on something that will be a substitute of Tegra 3 systems, which might be Tegra 4, might be any Adreno GPU, might be some Snapdragon GPU, we don't know yet. But if they can offer a console that works for 99 bucks, and you shouldn't be thinking about the 99 plus the money you have to pay for the second gamepad, because I think that if you're actually looking for a local multiplayer game system, you're not going to look for an Ouya, you're not going to look for a tablet, you're not going to look for a smartphone, you're going to look for a console. Local multiplayer has been in decline for several years now. I believe Nintendo is the only game company that actually strongly believes in this feature. Things are shifting to online multiplayer, which is something that Ouya will definitely support. In my opinion, if they can actually keep the price to the $99 point, and they can assure you that they will keep the system updated, but the new games will still be working for the previous versions of their system, then they might actually have a point. The Ouya might have a point. People that can actually deal with the setups and stuff will most likely just prefer going for a tablet or just stick with their PC. I don't actually see the point on buying another game console or game system if you're already on something else, unless it's for the games, unless it's for the exclusives, which is what they should be working on mostly. They had a great start. People were very, very excited about this new project, and developers were very excited about this. Now I think they should just be working on keeping up the support from the developers and just not do the same mistakes that Nintendo usually does with developers. Nintendo is strong because it can rely on its own software. Nintendo makes software which is amazing, and people who buy Nintendo game consoles usually does it because they love the software produced by Nintendo. Ouya doesn't do this. They are making this machine and they need exclusives. This is the main point, in my opinion. Thank you for your time.